It's Week 8 of the NFL, and we've got the Seahawks, rangy quarterback.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence building early. Love the execution up front. The way he kicks the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
That opening drive sack. This is Logan. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Looking to pass. Tua. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here with first down. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. First carry here for Ken Walker. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. That pass complete to Moore. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Walker. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. To throw on 2nd down. Clifton. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Walker. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
They run with Logan. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it here with Logan. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Clifton. This one goes underneath to Walker. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifton. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a 1st down. The Seahawks at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Back to throw again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. After 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Clifton completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Clifton. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 39. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st down, Clifton. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Off the play fake. Clifton. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
2nd and short, that's a rundown. So it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Great long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Off a play action. Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On the carry, it's Logan, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Logan. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. This offense on 3rd down today. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That catch, by the way, ties him with Anquan Bolden all time. He's now at 1,076 career catches.
That number's staggering, isn't it? And to accumulate that many catches, you have to have played like Anquan Bolden, with a fierce toughness and a ton of pride.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Logan. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Well, this drive, they're perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Tua going to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Tatum, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
We used to work relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They run again with Walker. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Clifton. He completes this to Walker. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Here's Tagovailoa on third down here. Wide open receiver complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield, here's Tua. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Tua going to try and go quickly here. To try again after the sack. Tua, and he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And the Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
To throw on second down, Clifton. And Walker has it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this.
He's got it in, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. When today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Again, it's Walker. And he's brought down. 41 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second down, it's Logan. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, Logan just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on third and 5, third and 6, third and 7 or more, because that's how you...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one back to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Rashawn Gary getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down. Clifton. And that went off the mark. A little late with the throw. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. On 2nd down now, it's Logan.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Tua. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Now, during that run, an injury here We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Logan, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right there from the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, Clifton. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action, Clifton. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Clifton repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. A little juke. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
53 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Walker once more.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Clifton. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Miami set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A good pick up there at 22.
Normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Clifton.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
That pass complete to Moore.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
Tua sets up to pass it. Throw-less, and it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going to the air. Tagovailoa is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score. Because
now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Clifton.
Metcalf, what a catch.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again. Clifton.
Goes to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Back to throw again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hand off here to Walker.
And some room to run now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And going right back to Walker.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. McNeil. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Looking to throw.
Clifton setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Seahawks are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Tua now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Logan. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Tua.
He finds his man complete. That's Logan.
Finding room at midfield.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Tua now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Logan.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
From the 29, Tua looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Throw left side, complete. That's Logan. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Tua going to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into